All right, Street Recon number 2, Wilshire Boulevard. Some quick stats real quick here. Let's see, 5 miles I walked. Elapsed time, almost 3 hours. Moving time, 2 hours. Slow ass average pace, but I think that includes the time I was not moving. 11,000 steps. Look at that. 78 degrees. Beautiful weather here. Oh, there's the map. From Ocean to whatever street everyone's at or on. It's a pretty good chunk of Wilshire Boulevard. And Street Recon 1 and 2, I was really working out the logistics of the whole thing. So Street Recon 1, I had to walk to the bus stop, then wait on the bus stop, and then take the bus to Westwood Boulevard. So that whole process took almost an hour. So I've already wasted an hour by the time I get to my location to start photographing. And then my goal was to basically walk from Westwood, which is way up here somewhere, just about right there, and walk all the way down to Ocean, which is a good maybe 5.5 miles, which sounds, it doesn't sound that bad. But after you add in the travel time, and after about an hour and a half, 2 hours, you start to just kind of feel less inspired, and it becomes more of a chore, okay? And I was trying the same process with this one. So my goal was to, since I live in this area, was to walk to Ocean and then walk all the way to Westwood and then take the bus back. Well, by the time I did that and I walked to Erewhon, I was just toasted, man. Just toasted, didn't want to take photos anymore. And moving forward, I have the process much more hashed out. I just ride my bike to a certain section. I walk up 2 miles and then back 2 miles on the other side of the street. What I was doing here was just walking one side of the street, and I was trying to hit the whole street at once. And that's just not working for me. So yeah, Street Recon 1, I got some nice photos. With this one, I was just kind of walking the whole time thinking about how am I gonna make it all the way there, and then I gotta take the bus back, which usually includes just complete drama on the bus, seeing people doped up on drugs. It's not the best environment to be in. So I got that on my mind, and that's not a good space to be in when you just want to focus on taking photographs. So anyways, I'm saying that because these photos here are not the best, because I just wasn't feeling like I was in the groove. So anyways, let's just go through these. There's a couple solid ones, I hope. I haven't actually looked at them for about a couple days, so. Yeah, this is St. Monica, represents the end of Wilshire Boulevard. Yeah, maybe this one's pretty solid. I made that very abstract. This one's not too bad either, just because it has this lone silhouette there in the background. I'm not sure if I would use any of these for the final project. Now this was kind of unique. All these women had the same exact hat, having a good time, enjoying that sun. And this was nice. I wouldn't have taken this photo, but the little smiley face really pops, so I took that. Oh yeah, I like these. Yeah, you just never see a Toyota Cressetta. I don't even know what that's, I don't even know what kind of car that is. I've never even heard of that. Maybe that's like one of those Toyotas that were only released in Japan, and then they had to ship it over here. So maybe, yeah, maybe the wheel was on the other side. I didn't even think to look at that. But yeah, I like this one too, because we've got this glass reflection, and you can just see the marine layer, which is, if you don't know what the marine layer is, basically like the beach fog, and it was rolling in, makes for some dramatic skies. And yeah, this is actually gone now. This was a contentious pet store, right? This pet store on the corner of 14th and Wilshire, right? And they wanted to knock it down, put some apartments up. And the community went to City Hall and just like threw a fit, because if you don't know, Santa Monica's got to be the dog capital of the world. Everybody here has got a dog. So of course, this was like kind of like a community staple. The pet store that everybody went to. And so the building owner decided he's not going to tear it down, or the city's not gonna tear it down. I don't know what happened. I just went by there the other day. It was all fenced off. And then when I walked, they were just tearing it down. So yeah, it is completely gone. And I have, in my upcoming street recon, I have a photo of them tearing it down. It's just completely gone. It only took them like 2 days. It just demolished the whole thing. And this is what's cool about a project like this. You can really see the change over time. Not really maybe the best for the street photography purist that just wants the candid moment, but it's cool to document the city and see how it changes over time. And Wilshire is definitely changing. And this is another building they recently knocked down, and this is the construction inside. Yeah, I thought it looked cool with the poles, and this is a church. Yeah, that's Wilshire Cleaner. That closed a couple years ago, and it's been sitting vacant, but anytime I see some old signs like that, I'll take the photo. And yeah, this is the Erewhon that I stopped and took a break at. If you don't know about Erewhon, yeah, very, very expensive. They're selling some water there for like, I think $15. The smoothies are real popular. They're about $20, $21. They are actually pretty good. I don't know if they're worth 21 bucks though, but it is California prices. Everything's inflated. And this is, let's see, this is 26th and Wilshire. They just knocked this building down. There used to be a Starbucks here and like I think a furniture store. But yeah, they knocked that building down a couple weeks ago. And yeah, that's what they're doing to it now. But I actually really like this. I really boosted the contrast and got the pathway going down in there to really pop. And I don't know what kind of machine this is. This is behind this over here. I guess has something to do with the construction. I don't know what it's for though. All right, that's Street Recon 2.